You've been studying English for years, grammar books, vocabulary lists, pronunciation drills, but the moment someone speaks to you in real life, your mind goes completely blank. Sound familiar?
And here's what nobody tells you. The English you learn in class is not the English real people actually use every single day. There's a gap, a big one.
Today, we're closing that gap. We're giving you the real, natural English phrases that people use at home, with friends, at work, and even online. The kind of English that makes you sound like you actually live the language, not just study it.
And stay with us because near the end, we have a secret tip, one that most English teachers completely skip that will change the way you practice English from this moment forward.
This is the Don't Waste Your Time episode. No fluff, no textbook phrases, just real English, real life, right now.
Welcome to Master English Talks. I'm so glad you're here today because this episode is one I've personally been wanting to make for a long time.
Same here, and honestly, this topic hit close to home for me. I remember the first time I tried to chat with a native English speaker online. I typed everything so carefully, perfect grammar, perfect spelling, and they replied with, "LOL, no worries, sounds good." And I just sat there thinking, wait, is that formal? Is that rude? What does that even mean in context?
That moment right there, that's exactly what today is about. The English that happens in real life moves fast. It's casual. It's full of short phrases and expressions, and it sounds nothing like the sentences in a grammar book.
So here's what we're covering today. First, we'll look at everyday English for your personal life, mornings, meals, hanging out with friends. Then we'll move into social and work situations, emails, small talk, online chats. After that, we have the mistake section plus our secret tip, and we finish with a quick-fire practice round that you are going to love.
Before we dive in, tell us in the comments right now, where do you use English the most in your daily life? At work, with friends, online? We genuinely want to know. Drop it below.
Okay, let's start with the most basic part of your day, your morning, because even saying good morning in a natural way is something a lot of learners get slightly wrong. Here's the thing. Native speakers rarely say good morning, how are you, in a formal, full-sentence way to someone they already know. Instead, they use short, warm, casual phrases. Think of them as verbal shortcuts, and once you know them, they feel completely natural.
Let's look at some real morning phrases. Instead of hello, did you sleep well, which sounds polite but slightly stiff, a native speaker would say, morning, sleep okay? Or even just morning with a smile. That's it. Short, warm, real.
Instead of I am not feeling very well today, say I'm not doing great today, honestly. That sounds so much more natural. The word honestly at the end adds a real human touch, like you're being vulnerable with a friend.
And instead of I did not eat breakfast this morning, say I skipped breakfast again. The word again is everything there. It tells a story. It says this is something that happens in your life, not just a one-time fact.
Oh, I use skipped all the time. Just last week, I was talking to a colleague and I said I skipped lunch because of a meeting, and she immediately said same. That meeting went forever. We had this whole conversation from 2 words, skipped lunch. That's the power of natural, real-life English.
It connects people. It creates instant understanding. That's what we want for you.
Okay, your turn. Pause the video right now and say this sentence out loud. I skipped breakfast again. I really need to fix that. Go on, say it. Pause the video. We'll wait. Welcome back. How did that feel? Probably more natural than I did not eat breakfast this morning, right? Good. Now let's talk about English with friends, because this is where learners often feel the biggest gap. When you're hanging out with friends and something is funny, don't say, that is very humorous. Nobody says that. Instead, say, that's hilarious, or I'm dead, or even just stop, I can't. Those are all natural ways to react to something funny. When you agree with someone, instead of I agree with your opinion, just say totally, or right, or exactly, same. Short, punchy, real. And when plans change and you can't make it somewhere, instead of I am unable to attend, say, ugh, I can't make it, so sorry. The ugh at the beginning, that single syllable tells your friend you're genuinely disappointed. That matters.
So, just to recap this section, real everyday English is shorter, warmer, and often uses filler words and emotional sounds that textbooks completely ignore. That's what makes it sound human.
We're about halfway through, and we haven't forgotten about that secret tip we mentioned at the start. It's coming up in the mistakes section, and honestly, it's the kind of thing that changes your whole approach to learning English.
Plus, we're about to get into English for work and online situations, and there's one phrase that almost every English learner uses incorrectly in professional settings. It's so common and it sounds fine, but it actually creates the wrong impression. We'll show you exactly what it is and how to fix it.
Now that we've covered your personal daily life, let's talk about the English you use in more social situations. Work, small talk with people you don't know well, and online communication, because these are the situations where most learners feel the most pressure.
Let's start with small talk, those short conversations you have with people you don't know well, a coworker in the elevator, a classmate before class, a neighbor outside. A lot of learners either freeze up or say something that sounds too formal for the situation. The key to small talk is keeping it light and easy. You don't need impressive sentences. You just need to keep the conversation moving. Here are your go-to phrases. Any plans for the weekend? Perfect for Friday small talk with anyone. How's everything going? Softer and more casual than how are you? Can you believe this weather? Seriously, this works everywhere in the world. I'm swamped this week, honestly. Swamped means very busy, and people love this word because it sounds relatable.
Let me show you how a real small talk conversation sounds. I'll be the English learner. You respond naturally.
Hey, how's everything going?
Not bad, honestly. Just a bit swamped. You?
Same. This week has been a lot. Any plans for the weekend?
Yeah, hopefully just resting. I really need it. You?
Probably the same. Okay, well, have a good one.
You too.
Did you hear that? Have a good one and you too. Those two phrases end probably 80% of casual short conversations in English. If you remember nothing else from this section, remember those two.
Now let's talk about work English, specifically emails and messages, because this is where learners often sound either too formal or too informal, and neither feels right. Here's the thing. In modern work culture, especially for people in their 20s, English communication has shifted. It's friendlier and more human than it used to be, but there's still a line. Instead of starting an email with, "Dear Sir" or "Madam, I hope this email finds you well," which sounds like 1995, try, "Hi, name, hope you're doing well." That one small change makes you sound current, professional, and warm all at once. Instead of, "Please revert at your earliest convenience," which genuinely confuses some people, say, "Let me know whenever you get a chance." Simple, clear, modern.
And for online conversations, text, DMs, group chats, the English moves even faster. Here are the phrases you actually need. Sounds good. This is the most useful three-word phrase in English. Use it when you agree with a plan. No worries. Use this when someone apologizes for something small. It means it's okay. Don't stress. Let me check and get back to you. This is your rescue phrase when you don't know the answer to something. It's professional, it buys you time, and it sounds completely natural. On it, when someone asks you to do something and you want to confirm quickly. Short, confident, done.
Now your turn. How would you reply if your boss sent you a message saying, "Hey, can you send me that report by end of day?" Pause the video and say your answer out loud. A natural reply would be, "Sure, on it. I'll have it to you by 5. Try saying that. Confident, clear, friendly. Write your practice answer in the comments. We read every single one, and we love seeing your progress. Okay, mistakes time. And honestly, we both made some of these too, so this is a judgment-free zone. These are the most common errors learners make when trying to use everyday English, and they're holding you back more than you realize. Mistake number 1. Wrong. I am boring. Correct. I'm bored. Why? I am boring means you are a boring person, that your personality is dull. I'm bored means you have nothing interesting to do right now. These are completely different meanings. This one mistake changes how people see you entirely.
Imagine texting your friend, "I am so boring right now." Your friend might actually think you're calling yourself a dull person. They might not know what to say. Whereas, "I'm so bored right now" is a completely normal text that starts a conversation.
Mistake number 2, and this is the one I promised you earlier, the one that sounds fine but creates the wrong impression in professional settings. Wrong, as per my last email. Better, just following up on what I mentioned earlier. Why? As per my last email has become known in professional culture as a slightly passive-aggressive phrase. It signals frustration, even if you don't mean it that way. It sounds like you're saying, "I already told you this." The alternative is softer, gets the same point across, and keeps the relationship positive.
And now, the secret tip we promised at the very beginning, the one most teachers never share. Here it is. The fastest way to improve your everyday English is not to study more phrases, it's to notice more phrases. Every time you watch a show, scroll through English content online, or hear a native speaker talk, instead of just enjoying the content, stop for 1 second and ask yourself, how did they say that? What exact words did they use? Screenshot it. Write it down. Say it out loud once. That's it. That tiny habit, noticing and repeating, will do more for your real-life English than any grammar exercise ever will.
You're not starting from zero. Every English thing you already consume, Netflix, YouTube, music, memes, is already teaching you. You just need to start noticing it deliberately. Now, can you correct this sentence in the comments? Yesterday, I was very boring at home because I had nothing to do. Write the correct version below. Let's see who gets it. Okay, quick practice time. This is my favorite part. I'm going to give you 2 options and you choose the one that sounds more natural in real life. Ready? Situation 1. Your friend cancels plans at the last minute and sends you a sorry message. How do you reply? Option A. It is okay. I understand completely. These things happen. Option B. No worries. We'll figure out another time. Which one?
Option B. No worries, we'll figure out another time. Option A isn't wrong, but it sounds stiff and formal for a text message between friends. Option B is warm, forgiving, and sounds like a real person. That's the goal. Always sound like a real person. Say option B out loud right now. No worries, we'll figure out another time. Say it with a smile. That's how it lands.
Situation 2. You're in a work meeting and your manager asks you a question you don't have the answer to. What do you say? Option A, I do not have this information at the present moment. Option B, good question. Let me check on that and get back to you.
Option B, always. Good question. Let me check on that and get back to you. This phrase does 3 things at once. It shows you're engaged, it's honest, and it sounds professional without being stiff. It's genuinely one of the most useful phrases in any work situation in any language level.
Repeat after me, out loud, right now. Good question. Let me check on that and get back to you. Say it with a meaning.
And your challenge, create your own version of one of these situations. Write your natural English reply in the comments and let's see how you do. We love reading your answers. They honestly make our day.
Remember at the very beginning of this episode, we said that you've been studying English for years, but the moment real life happens, your mind goes blank? Well, that's not because you're not smart enough. It's because nobody taught you this layer of English, the real, lived human layer. And today, you just got a big piece of that.
Here's a quick recap of what you learned today. You learned the real phrases for your personal daily life, mornings, meals, moments with friends. You learned how to handle small talk, work emails, and online conversations like a natural speaker. You learned the 3 common mistakes that are holding learners back, especially the boring versus bored one. And you got the secret tip that changes everything. Notice and repeat every single day.
And I want to say something genuine before we go. If you're here watching this, taking notes, practicing out loud, you are already ahead. Most people say they want to improve their English and never do anything about it. You're doing something. That matters. Keep going.
If this episode helped you today, please give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps more people find this channel. And if you haven't subscribed to Master English Talks yet, now's the perfect time. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode, because we put out new English content every week designed specifically for real life, not textbooks.
In our next episode, we're going to cover something that even advanced English learners struggle with: how to express emotions in English without sounding either robotic or overdramatic. It's a topic that comes up in friendships, at work, in relationships, and we are going to break it down in a way that makes total sense. You don't want to miss it.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. You're doing amazing. Keep practicing, keep noticing, and keep showing up. See you next time.